festivities here on 2K Sports. We're ready to bring the year to a close in style. With Hall of Famer Grant Hill and Brent Barry, this is Brian Anderson. And now in December, here's what the Eastern Conference standings look like. You take a look at the Hornets. They're in first place right now with a tremendous record. They're certainly the team to beat. And, of course, New York right behind them, just one spot down.
Well, for the Knicks, I really think the high expectations put a certain amount of pressure on these guys. But, to their credit, they have really stepped up to it.
I think every great team welcomes the challenge of trying to be elite, and they want to do it on a nightly basis.
So the Hornets starting five. Kyle Kuzma out there with Mobley. Then it's Ball, then it's Edey, and it's the chosen one in it to 2. And for New York, we've got Kristaps Porzingis. Jalen Brunson is out there with Bilal Coulibaly, and it's Holmes in at the 4-man spot. And of course, MP has made it known he expects an all-star nod this season. And any matchup that challenges his spot, he's going to take very seriously.
The special part of MP's game is how spectacular he is under the brightest lights. When he faces high-caliber stars, he turns it up to another level. Fans have come to expect excellence from him against top talent, and I'd be shocked if he wasn't a shoo-in as a top all-star vote-getter.
Well, Grant, before ringing in the new year, we've got basketball to tend to. Can it be hard for players to stay focused?
Not really. I mean, these guys know they have a job to do. Maybe later they'll take part in all the festivities, but for now, it's all business.
Pass to Coulibaly. Now Porzingis. Back to Coulibaly. Uses the glass on the layup.
7'3" is Porzingis, and he can see everywhere on the court. Trust me, everywhere. Nice zip pass there.
Here's the chosen one. Yes, sir, and it's Ball with the assist that time. The chosen one's got 6.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Here's Brunson, and he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
And mixing it up down low, Brunson, not the tallest guy on the floor, but he can finish around the basket.
And here's Charlotte now. They beat the Knicks during their last encounter in New York.
Sometimes it's difficult to get good looks on the road, but they ran the offense brilliantly.
Well, it was probably a good feeling in that last game that the mid-range worked, the long-range worked, the inside game worked. But the best feeling was the crowd leaving that building not in a good mood.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Three-pointer Holmes.
And it's all about length for Mobley on defense. He can trap you with those long arms.
The chosen one. And the Hornets, another 3.
Just how awesome is it to watch the best of the best start to dominate in a game.
Now here's Brunson. He played a great game against New Orleans. When the Knicks are having a good season, it is amazing how excited their fans get.
Well, it's been generations, BA, that have been salivating for this franchise to get back to its winning ways. The last championship came in 1973. So as a fan, you can't help but get fired up when there's a chance at a title run.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Well, the chosen one in the last game against the Lakers was outstanding. He dropped an amazing number of points, and as always, a lot of those points came in bunches of 3. He just went out there and played his game, absolutely owning the opposition in the process. Back to you guys.
Outstanding, thanks. Impressive ability to carry his team to victory, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I was really impressed. They wouldn't have won the game if it wasn't for his attacking mindset and will to win.
Yeah, going up against a team that had no answer for him. We'll see if it plays out the exact same way here tonight.
And it's the chosen one missing. Knicks trail by 9. This one for 3. The chosen one grabs the board. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Hornets. A tough loss coming against the Lakers in their last game played.
Yeah, they let that one slip through their fingers, and they just couldn't pull it together to fight off a big fourth-quarter comeback.
Pass to Holmes. Fires the three. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. To the wing, right side. And Charlotte, another three.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Here's Dadier. There's the three. And again, the Knicks missing.
Well, he's just really struggling right now with everything he's throwing up. Nothing really helping out in terms of his confidence. I mean, these ones aren't even close.
And Charlotte making a change here. Clowney's checked in. New York has gone just 1 of 6 from downtown. Hart goes in. Off with the layup. Hornets leading by 15. Jacks up a three. And it's the chosen one missing. Pass to Lewis from the high post. The chosen one grabs the board. The Hornets have got 8 out of 12 shots to fall. The long distance three is buried. The chosen one's got 24.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Mobley, he's checked in for Clowney.
Number 4, Evan Mobley.
Outside Davis. 56 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass to Porzingis. Can they get it? Buries the jump shot.
Nice ball work there, and Porzingis finds his hands, and then the ball finds the hoop.
Hornets leading by 16. From deep. Knocks down the long J. 27 points for him.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Davis, the pass to Porzingis. Outside Hart. Pass to Davis. Just 5 on the clock. And it's off from 3-point range. And here's Charlotte now. Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. Out of bounds as Charlotte keeps possession.
So somehow they kept possession of the ball after that poor pass. They should be very thankful that wasn't a turnover.
Clowney, he's checked in for Charlotte. There's 21 seconds left to play in the first. Here's the chosen one. The kick out to Ball. Here's the chosen one. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Here's De Silva. That'll count. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And so it's Charlotte continuing to pile. Let's get you back to the action on the floor as the New Year's Eve festivities continue. And a chance for just a second.
Foot on the gas, MP. Get in there.
And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here. Pass to Holmes. Koulibaly with it. And here's Brunson. He has 6. Here's Dadier. Kuzma with the defensive effort.
We're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
The chosen one shot is good.
He's played a huge role in this game to this point, but it looks like he just wants more. He wants to make sure that this lead holds up.
Grant, Kyle Kuzma is an instinctual scorer who gets it done in a variety of ways.
He's especially skilled inside the painted area, but he's a capable shooter from mid-range and beyond the arc. Plus, he's someone you can rely on in the clutch.
A chance here to catch up with Ali from the sideline.
Well, after some down years in Dallas, Kristaps Porzingis said, "I really checked myself. From that point on, I started building my game back up. Sometimes when you're younger, your physical abilities might already be there, but your mental is not. Once that all clicks, that's when you've got something."
Well, that's a good way to think of it. Thanks, Alec. Coulibaly on the wing.
It's his second foul, but not the end of the world. One more before halftime, though. That would change some things.
This is his first opportunity at the line this evening. Well, Grant, with players getting bigger and more athletic, do you support moving the restricted area out?
Yeah, B.A., I would. We've seen a lot of injuries when defenders slide underneath elevated players on the drive. So cutting down that risk makes a lot of sense.
Knicks trail by 18. Pass to Lewis. Hey, expanding his range. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
They've got some ground to make up, and shooting the three ball more consistently like they are now should help them do it. Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it. Holmes with it. And here's Porzingis. Back to Holmes. Launches it. A rebound by Bridges.
Yeah, we're chipping some orange paint off the rim here, guys. He must be more patient on offense and trying to find ways to penetrate inside and get closer to the rim.
Here's the chosen one. Knocks it down from distance. The chosen one's got 38 points.
What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
Pass to Coulibaly. There's a screen. Here's Dadier. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
Well, both him and the team seem to be off their game right now, and the frustration is clearly mounting as the clock is winding down.
Right side, Coulibaly. 4-3, tipped, and they'll keep possession. Holmes. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Kuzma's got a rebound number 5 here tonight.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
Here's Dadier. He's guarded by Bridges. Right side, Coulibaly to the middle. And he comes up with a bucket.
Porzingis has that kind of touch at 7-3. He can hurt you in there.
Here's the chosen one. Charlotte, no good that time either. They swipe it. He got it up. What a play! He drains it at the buzzer.
And just nails the three. Way to close the quarter.
Well, you love nailing the last second shot. Always a feel-good moment.
And so it's Charlotte sitting on a comfortable 21-point lead at the end of the quarter. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. Time for a quick break, then back to the action.
You know me, I'm a stickler for rating these competitions. If I've seen your dunk before, bad score.
Let us take some time now to talk about the first half. A commanding performance for the Hornets. And that's a wrap on it.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. On the floor for Charlotte, Evan Mobley out there with Edey. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. Then it's Ball. And it's the chosen one. In it to 2.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Pass to Coulibaly. Brunson taking his time here. The 11-footer. Hornets with the rebound. They'll take on the Pacers at Gainbridge Fieldhouse after this one. That'll be the second of 4 games total on the road for him. The chosen one shot is good.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
It's good. Brunson's got 11 points.
Well, that takes such tenacity just to get in there. Brunson battling through the inside contact.
A difficult situation for New York. Pass to Porzingis. Out left to the wing. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Dadier. Money from the wing. Dadier's got his first points of the night.
What a great option he gives them on every possession.
Here's the chosen one. That three's off the mark. The Knicks have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
First team foul.
And he knocks down the first one.
At the line, 2 shots.
So he gets them both. Hornets leading by 21. Let's go with a 3. Hits yet again. Wow.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Outside Brunson. New York again can't hit.
D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Brent, everyone loves an underdog story, and there's few better than that of Jalen Brunson.
Yeah, this kid falling into the second round and all the perception around whether or not he was big enough or can he shoot the ball, is he athletic enough? This guy has continued to work hard every year and turn himself into an all-star and an all-NBA player.
And the three-pointer goes.
Sometimes you like to see guys go with the bounce pass, threading it through there perfectly.
Fires from way outside. Kept alive by Charlotte. Pass to Edey. Here's Ball. Brunson defending. Here's the chosen one. Misses the 3. And so it's Brunson who brings up the ball for the New York Knicks. It's tipped.
His touch has left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
The chosen one. And he gets it back. Second chance shot. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Almost converts despite the contact.
These are his first free throws of the game. Some young players coming into the league may lack experience in truly big games. Brent, do you think that's a disadvantage?
Well, it could be a disadvantage, BA, but how do you get to replicate that competitive environment unless you get there? And so with every experience, young guys typically who want to achieve greatness, embrace some of those biggest moments, watch and learn, and that's where you grow the most.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
With Brunson being undersized, he has such a great feel for how to create space, Brent.
Incredible footwork, BA, the way he puts the needle on the record and just scratches it and pivots around and makes defenders jump and move. Amazing manipulation skills at the point guard position for a guy his size to get it done in the painted area.
The Knicks have gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. NBA Commissioner Adam Silver is highly encouraged by the growth of the game. He said, in addition to being the fastest growing sport in the world, we are the #1 participation team sport in the United States. Boys and girls are playing basketball in record numbers. Love to hear it, Brian.
No doubt. The game's in a great place right now.
Substitution on the court.
Here's the chosen one. Takes the 3. Another one falls. Amazing. Oh, he's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
BA, it feels like he can't miss.
They've got Josh Hart, Davis out there with Jalen Brunson, and it's De Silva in at the small forward position. That's the 5 for New York right now. There's Davis with the 3. Clowney pulls it in.
I'm not sure how he finds himself. It's so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
If you get any space, LaMelo will find you, so be ready.
Now here's Brunson. Tight defense on him. Here's Davis. He got a piece of it. Here's the chosen one. To the inside. Kuzma goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Charlotte.
I mean, those swats, they can get into your head, make you think twice about shooting it. So it's about more than just those block numbers.
Well, if we add another thing to it, it's about the urgency they've played with. I mean, you look at the eyes of these guys. They're focused, wanting to get up tempo, and that's helped them score on the fast break.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
And just about a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. And you see player training methods, Grant, a lot more than just running and getting shots up.
And you know, B.A., what interests me, players not just training their bodies better than ever, but also their minds. They're working on hand-eye coordination drills and just all kinds of stuff to enhance their reflexes.
And there's the drive. It's blocked.
And how about Kuzma, the defensive energy he showed to get to that block.
And the Knicks making a change here. Ryan's checked in, and Charlotte making a change here. Here's Brunson. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Brunson's got 10 points here in the second half.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
Yeah, and the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Hart with a screen on Bridges. Davis, the pass to Hart. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
A guy who loves attacking the rim. Hart putting some muscle on him.
And it's the chosen one missing.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Outside Brunson. Count that bucket. Brunson's got 21.
Their offense sort of clawing back to respectability. Let's see if they can keep building on this.
New York has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Pass to Ryan. Outside Davis. Drills it from deep.
After a poor offensive first half, some nice adjustments made by the staff, and their shooting percentage is climbing.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Now here's Brunson. Not a lot of room. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Brunson's got 9 points now in the quarter.
And aren't we here with Brunson? This is what we expect from him, crafty and efficient.
Good. He hits again.
What a game from him. 72 points.
And he's been simply sensational throughout this one. Driving inside. Ooh, Brunson throws it down.
Now, guys don't want to guard someone like Jalen Brunson. He just keeps coming.
Pass to the chosen one. And the league has made it clear, Grant, it sees streaming at the forefront of basketball viewing going forward.
Well, B.A., it's a no-brainer. The internet is the future, after all, and streaming opens a lot more options for engaging with fans while they watch.
Well, Bridges is down low, doing a great job of just pounding the defense. Makes the shot.
Outside Brunson. Off target with the three.
Really excellent defense there. They know he's capable of knocking it down from the outside, and they could not have played him better.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Hornets.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And so they'll chalk up another win and put themselves at 31 wins on the year.
But they've got 2 more chances to get some revenge. The matchup doesn't favor them, but against a conference opponent, they're gonna battle hard.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for the chosen one.
A quality offensive outing. When you get it going like he did, I'll tell you, it's one of the best feelings in basketball.
As much as you like Jalen Brunson, he believes in himself more than you do. Confidence translating.
Here's the chosen one. Oh, connects again.
Incredible. 81 on the night. Channeling his inner Mamba right now.
There's no slowing this guy down. He's on fire. Now here's Brunson, guarding closely.
Now Brunson's a little smaller guard, but he'll get in there and tussle with the big boys.
That free throw good for Brunson.
Line, 2 shots.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. Here's the chosen one. The 3. And Holmes pulls it down. Now Brunson. And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that...
You earned that one. Good win. Let's keep it going. I gotta say, I'm really proud of how you delivered it. These Hoosiers think they know ball, but you'll show them.
Everything good, MP?
I like cats, but I don't usually vacation. Not. Did you?
Hey. Oh, there he is, our all-star.
I want to focus on road games. If we're going to hit our goals this year...
Fantastic. Sounds like we're in total alignment.
just remember, every moment matters.
About game time, bring the pain time.